Guys, it's crunch time. Christmas is almost here and time is running out. But at the same time, if you're anything like me, you want to add a personal special touch to your gifts, right? To show people how much you care by making that gift wrapping super special. Or maybe you are finally proud of your watercolor skills and want to show them off a little bit. Or maybe you just ran out of gift tags and don't want to go into the crowd to buy some more. Whatever your reason is, if you want to learn how to make simple, original, easy but stunning Christmas tags like these little unique works of art to go with your gifts and leave a smile on your loved ones' faces, this video is for you. Because essentially that's what we'll be doing, right? Tiny, one-of-a-kind paintings. I mean, how special is that? Particularly considering the last gift tags we'll be making, that will be completely different from like 99% of the gift tags you see out there. So special. I cannot wait to show you. Also, let me tell you, if you looked at that thumbnail and thought there is no way I can make those, I have got news for you because you can absolutely make them. I guarantee. Okay, so first decisions we need to make. What's the shape of our tag? Is it a square or a rectangle? I've decided I'm going with a rectangle for mine. And do you want it to be like a proper rectangle or do you want to cut the tops off and make it a tag? You know what? I am keeping with the tiny work of art theme. I am leaving my tops as they are. And as far as size go, make whatever size you want, but I want mine to be slightly bigger than regular tags because, it is a work of art. After all, it deserves to be on display. Also, do you want to put the names on the front, under the painting, or the back of your tag? I confess I struggled with this one a little bit because I love how tags look when they feature the name, with the drawing, but works of art don't usually have text underneath, do they? Also, if the person who gets the tag decides to keep it, and I know I would keep all of them, they may want to use it like a bookmarker or something like that, or even display it or something like that, in which case they would have to cut the name off, which would be a shame. So okay, name's on the back. Then we get a punch tool and we also need to decide if we want a hole in the center or the hole in the corner of our tags. That's pretty much it, we're ready to start. And I'm using Winsor & Newton 25% cotton watercolor paper, 300 GSMs, because you don't really need fancy paper for this, okay? We won't be doing anything too crazy. I just need to watch out for water pooling. And I am using my Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor set. Lots of colors, just as I like it. Really vibrant. Oh, this is the other way around. Look at this. Okay, maybe like this. This is what I have to play with. Can't really complain. It's pretty awesome. My first ever watercolor set. I absolutely love it. And I picked these because I hadn't used them in a while, but because they're very vibrant and that is what I want for my gift tags. I have picked 4 by 2.5 inches in size and of course a side punch. I punched the corner. Okay guys, so this first one is a really easy, really simple Christmas tree. We are just going to, and I have gotten some pretty teeny tiny brushes because this is a very small area and we want to be very careful about it. So first project. With my Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints, I'm going to pick a green, any green, hooker's green, sap green maybe. Sap green light. Yeah, we want this to be really bright, okay? And it doesn't get really any simpler than this. We are just going to squiggle our Christmas tree. Now we know we want a triangle. We know we want it to start small and then go, larger. So that's all we have to watch out for. Other than that, we just gotta let it squiggle. So here we go. Hopefully I won't have to reload my brush. And look at that. I really love that, let me just try and finish this off. Yeah, I really love that it starts really strong in the top and just gets really lighter at the bottom. This is exactly what I was looking for. Okay guys, so now before I finish this, I'm just going to move on to my next project because it will take some time also. And while this dries, before I come to finish it, I'm just going to move on, okay? So for the second one, I am making a very simple but very cute ornament, a bauble. I'm going to use my washi tape as a template for my bubble. You can use whatever you want. You can make whatever, shape you want. I am keeping it simple, trying not to put my fingers on that Christmas tree as I make this one. That tends to happen to me a lot, and it sucks. It really does. And now, before we paint our bubble, I am just going to use my masking tape fluid to decorate the ball, actually, and then we'll wait for that to dry before painting it. Just going to make it that more special, that more unique, and we can draw it however we want. So I'm just going to start with some circles on top and on the bottom, right? Like that. On the side of it too. Now this is nothing like I had anticipated, but that's just how it went. And you can make something like this. Let's see what we get with this one. I'm actually kind of curious. Okay, so back to our Christmas tree. Now we want to add, first of all, some decorations. Okay, so I'm just going to get my red and I'm just going to add a couple. Now you can stay on the squiggles, you can go out, you can do whatever you want. I'm kind of staying on. Yeah, just gonna do something like this. And now I'm just going to wait for this to dry as well before the final touch. Now for the third one, we are making a wreath. Okay, very simple one made out of colorful balls. And I guess it would help if we went back to our washi tape and drew a circle just to get us situated, on the very faint one, okay? We can even kind of erase it. We just want to see kind of where we want to take this, okay? This is our wreath. We are just going to make a lot of teeny tiny balls, okay, of all colors. And, Kuretake Gansai Tempi is pretty good for that one. Lots of layers, so lots of drying and going back, and drying and going back, but that's okay. And if you think about it, you can actually make anything with this circle method. You can make a Christmas tree that way, adding, circles over circles, ornaments, any shape you'd like. This is a great technique to make a really beautiful Christmas painting. Blobs too, you can just draw the shape you want and start dispersing, the blobs to fill it up. It will look super cool, and it's the simplest thing to do, really. So let's just... And the bigger your circles, the quicker you'll be finished, of course, because you will be filling up your space much quicker if you use big circles instead of tiny ones. I guess that makes sense, right? So for now, we just want to fill this circle out with balls in different colors, and then once it's dry, we'll go back and put some more circles on top of those we did. So circles don't need to be perfect circles. You can use a template if you want, of course. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. I'm not going to. I don't mind that there aren't two circles alike. It does not bother me. It can bleed also. I don't mind that either. And this isn't very good paper, so it's warping like crazy. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay guys, while we wait for this to dry, I'm kind of getting carried away here. I may just keep going and not be able to stop. Because as I was waiting for this to dry, I just thought of the simplest way to make a gift tag. Let's get my masking fluid pen and draw a very simple snowflake, okay? There we go, really simple, and now we have to wait for it to dry. Okay, I think these are kind of dry, so we can add on another ball circle layer. So here, one here, one here. Don't worry, it doesn't have to look extremely good at first. It will look much cooler before we're done, okay? And I'm pretty much over the circle at this point. I'm already going for, you know, something else that's not pink. That. So all colors. You can make this as thick or as thin as you want it. It's fine, as long as you fill it all up. Okay guys, now for our Christmas tree, we're going to need a little star on top. And this one, my friends, I think is done. Now yeah, I think this one is done too. And as you can see, we are painting. I wish you could hear the noise it makes. It's like I'm painting over rubber, really. So weird. So handy too. This is the best way to do this, for sure. And since we have decorated it, we want to paint the whole thing, okay? No need for light. Some darker layers right here. Now, another good thing about the Kuretake Gansai Tambi paint is once it dries, it doesn't lose a lot of vibrancy. You know how it happens with most watercolors. Once it dries, it gets lighter. This does not happen for the most part for Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints, which is good, because that way you know exactly what you're going to get when you're painting it. Green. You can totally see it's a wreath, right? Okay, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, I think this one is done too. Okay guys, so what do? We wet the whole thing. Rubbery. We just wet it, okay? Nice and wet, good amount. And then we just add a nice little blue. And I know exactly the blue I want to use, and that is this one. And we just spread it. Just like that. It is that simple, guys. This is all you need to do to get an awesome, awesome gift tag. Now, I have so many more ideas here, but I'm told you guys do not want to watch a 2-hour video for some reason. So let's step right into something that I promised you when we started. Very unique, very original gift tags made with metallic paints and black paper. Okay guys, so here's our black paper. I am using Van Gogh black paper. I love it. It's kind of shiny. And you'll be happy to know I am keeping to my Kuretake Gansai Tambi theme with my lovely Kuretake metallics. I love these sets. I don't use it nearly enough as much as I wanted to, which is a shame, so I'm very happy to be able to use them. Now metallics, the only thing you need to know about this is that you need to be able to really activate them, okay? You need to make sure they are nice and creamy before you use them. And I don't really get why there aren't as many black gift tags. I know that black isn't really a color that's associated with Christmas, but I mean, black and gold, it's beautiful, right? Black and metallic just works. So I've decided to make my own. And this first one is really, really simple. We are essentially doing some snowflakes and then some snow, and that's it. So let's pick a really vibrant golden color and make some lovely, not very detailed, they don't have to be, okay? Really, really lovely snowflakes. And we just need to keep going, make them all sorts of sizes. You can use different metallics, different colors if you want. I think I'll do that. Use all sorts of colors for this. Kind of looks like it didn't really get to finish. It's also a really good display of these colors because they're gorgeous. They really, really are. Okay. We can also do teeny tiny ones like this. And yes, I am drawing them to a corner. I think they look better this way, because then what we're going to do next, now we could splatter with gold or white, but I think it would make a bit of a mess, so I'm just going to dot it with my white pen. If you have a gold pen, you can definitely use it. You know, whatever you feel works the best. And this is our first tag. For our second one, we are just making a teeny tiny forest made up with trees. You know, 3 different ways of making trees, okay? So this is one. And I mean, come on, how easy is this to make, right? You just need to make it wider at the back, wider down. And there's one. And then a bigger one. And you just do like this. You can put it on head of the other one. And that's number 2. And we want to, for this one to look like it's behind the big one. We can make it come a little bit lower, no problem. Can make it taller, can fill the spaces as we want, just like that. Okay, now all we need is a nice snowy and we can also add a couple of stars, making them smaller by not, using as much force with my pen. And like that. Okay, so these are our 3 ornaments. Let's just go ahead and paint them with our very bright, colors. So first one is the red. And then we have this oval one. And this one will be blue. Let's see how dry this is. So first of all, we want to add a little hanger, like we do for all of them, right? So hanger first. And now we start to decorate. Let's just this is it, guys. Our 3 black metallic tags are done. Now let's go back to this one, shall we? Yeah. So let's just remove our masking fluid with our fingers. Careful about it. And this one is pretty much done. Now I would add something like this. Yeah, this one too. Let's see. Yeah, this one isn't quite dry yet. So this one is done as well. Masking fluid always works like a charm. So first things first, we do something like this. Then we just go around. All we need to do is do something like this, and then we add a big bow, and there we have it. Guys, I want to keep going, I really do, but I am hoping I have given you plenty of ideas to inspire you this Christmas. And if you're still deciding if you want to make your own gift tags, do it. Just do it. You will not regret it. And if you're afraid you won't be able to do what I've just done, I mean, come on. Just give it a try and see how easy it is. There's nothing to it, okay? Have fun, enjoy yourself, and have an awesome Christmas. Thank you for doing this with me. I had a blast. I hope you did too, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye and Merry Christmas.